towards the end of last year, we completed a design sprint where we had some ideas and some hypotheses based on qualitative research that we had completed. And the design sprint resulted in a prototype. We reviewed that prototype with some teachers, and we got generally very positive feedback, but we had so many ideas. And we just really needed to better understand which of these ideas or features would be valuable enough to get a teacher to sort of adopt these new products and for administrators to want to purchase. So I really wanted to grow my skills as a researcher, and I wanted the opportunity for those on my team and some of our stakeholder teams like the design team and the product team to understand and also grow their skills around the jobs to be done methodology. So it was hard to find the right partner, but when I connected with Jan for the first time and we started to talk about the project, and Jan talked about the coaching practice that Vendbridge has, I got really convinced very quickly that this was going to be the right partner for us.
We call this the CFI process. It's a process that we have developed and refined over the past 15 years. CFI stands for Customer Focused Innovation, and it's a way to apply jobs to be done. For us, jobs to be done, we will get into this, is a way of thinking that really, really connects with how customers actually think, and we'll show in a minute what that means.
Yeah, the hierarchy is a tool that we have developed and use systematically now. We use it as a hypothesis. And jobs can be on a higher level and they can be on a lower level. It can be very detailed jobs, or it can be very high up. And we thought, well, let's create a pyramid, a hierarchy of jobs and organize all these jobs. There is, on the higher level, we call this is the why you're doing something. And on the lower level, we call it the how, the lower how. The lower how goes very close to a journey, customer journey. We need this as a hypothesis to go into exploration, qualitative interview, and we need to have it to organize our thoughts and to organize our findings. Now, in these interviews, we don't look for further jobs. Of course, we collect them, but what we really look for is job metrics. The job metric makes jobs to be done powerful. These are the things that make users tick. And these are the things that then can be implemented in innovation or can be put into communication.
The process was actually really good. And what I liked about it is that it was so immediately relevant, right? We weren't sort of coming up with made up questions and then interviewing each other about pretend situations. This is a real product. We're determining if we're going to make real engineering investments in building this product. And so, it was very anchored in reality. Doing for me and for my team, the real learning was that hands-on kind of doing it in kind of a supported way, and then getting the expert feedback afterwards.
We dug out, as Beat mentioned, I think something around 200, but you have to reduce this. You can never put that into a survey, because what you have now is just a list of 200 very concrete, basically teacher needs, which in itself is very valuable. I mean, you rarely have needs on this level of concreteness, but you don't know the relevance. So what you want to do, and what we did in this project, is put them in a quantitative survey to find out which of them are really, really important and which of them are not satisfied yet. So where do teachers struggle, basically? And we would put 51 into a survey and let, I think, 166 teachers rated our survey. So you have to imagine in a questionnaire, we ask teachers for each of those 51, how important is it to them? And then in a second run, how satisfied are they currently with the solutions that they have with that job? And what you get is then a map like this, where on the bottom is importance and up and down is fulfillment. And you can map each of those metrics and really see where are the ones, basically on the very bottom right, which of these are very, very important, but not yet fulfilled. That for us is the opportunity space to focus on. Here we go into the pain matching. So answering the first question, which idea is really relevant? And pain matching basically means confronting two perspectives. The perspectives of the teachers, which are the pain points. So whatever is in that opportunity space or in these 6 opportunity areas we take from up to, kind of that's the top perspective. And from left to right, you see the features. So the feature ideas, and you cross-reference them. So you look at each of the feature ideas that you have and you ask yourself, do they pay into a pain point? Do they address a pain area?
Save time when planning a lesson. That's a typical value proposition that we see a lot. One click, all eyes to the front. Is a totally different concept. It's much more inspiring. It's much more resonating. Why does it resonate? Because it directly links to the pain points that we found before. We work with a canvas, a value proposition canvas, that is a bit differently structured than the common canvases that you see. And it's basically almost like a sales story or a marketing story.
We very often then really transform it into a story when you say, okay, when you as a teacher deliver the lesson, interruptions occur. Students lose focus and attention. Once lost, it is so hard to get them back to refocus. We promise to you, so we Promethean in this case, will promise to you with one click in the software, you get all eyes to the front. And then why should I believe that as a teacher? How do you do this? With the new Promethean Attention Grabber Toolkit. So that is kind of a feature set that you can then show that really paint to this promise.